Well, hello there everybody, and welcome to a thunderstorm, also known as Feed the Beast Monster. Looks like the sun's just about to come up. Or is that going down? No, that's coming up, so it's going to be a beautiful day in the jungle. Last time we were messing around with this, the boilers, and if I can get around the back of that, lots and lots of dynamos. This is as far as we have got, and I've chopped out an important bit of the pattern in the floor. That's fine. So, as you can see from last time, I have actually added an extra row of boiler parts, whatever they're called, boiler tanks, onto the top of my boiler. That's as big as you can make these, which is exactly what I want. And it sounds like the gods of the weather aren't happy with me doing it. I've also, thus far, put on whatever that is that 8 steam, no, it's 4x3, 12 steam dynamos. Now, it wasn't exactly the smoothest transition. I pretty much lost power in everything, including my ME system, when I upgraded like this, but you can see we now have power back on absolutely everything. The quarry's finally getting its power back, all of these are fully charged. These ones are actually losing power at the minute, which is not ideal. It looks like we're still not producing quite enough to run the quarry at full power, so I'll just turn that down a bit for a while and that might help. That's going up quite well now, but wrong key. Yes, I'll have to get some more steam dynamos on that because that should be able to take more than 12. There's 36 high pressure blocks in that. And I am getting hungry. Come on, eat. There we go. So, what is the plan for today? Well, the plan is learning how to get through doors. Yuck. Right, running into the factory. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. There we go, nice and dry in here, and still pretty noisy, and there is a mob somewhere about, hopefully outside. Okay, so what is the plan for today? Well, this is a little bit late coming, but for some time I've been wanting to put something in here. Probably in that corner, I think. The something that I've been wanting to put in is the assembly table from Buildcraft. I think it's Buildcraft Silicon, isn't it? Yes! The lasers, the assembly tables. That mob is really annoying. Where is it? It is probably on the roof, isn't it? Do I have a sword? I have my axe, of course. Now, I say it's a bit late coming. I'm saying it's a bit late coming because I originally wanted to do this a very long time ago. There he is. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, hello. Hello. And hello. Wow. Probably best to get off the roof in a thunderstorm. We could drop down here. This hole is still here, which isn't the best. Yes, way back when I wanted to do my logistics pipe stuff in there, I wanted to build the Buildcraft assembly table to be making autarkic gates to be pulling stuff in and out automatically. Obviously, we are now up to the ME system, which makes it a tiny little bit redundant. However, it does have the ability to actually make the processors, the basic and advanced processors. I don't know if I've got any in here. No, I don't, but you know the ones which I mean, which are part of the ME system, which are used a lot. It does take up a lot of energy, and it is perhaps in that way less efficient than actually building them manually, but it means that you don't wear through that quartz cutting knife, which is probably in here, which I may even have lost. So you're sort of saving resources, and to be honest, I think quartz is one of those things I tend to run a little bit low on. As you can see, I've only got several hundred. But I'm hitting the wrong button again. But I don't care. I want one of these. I'm going to make one of these. This is the assembly table. It needs obsidian, diamonds, redstone, and a diamond gear. Now the diamond gear is probably what we don't want. I'm sure you remember how to make these, because we used to make these a lot. They are a basic wooden gear. Wow. Surrounded in stone to make a... I've lost it. Gear. I have an iron gear already. You make a stone gear, you make an iron gear. You then upgrade it to make a gold gear. Like that. Which you then upgrade to make the diamond gear. Just like that. So we can now make one of these. Obviously we have tons of obsidian, we are auto-generating that. We need some lasers. Lasers are a pair of diamonds, some obsidian and lots of redstone. None of which I'm particularly short on. So, do I have enough to make like 9 of these? That's another 6. Yes, I could do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That allows me to make a nice pattern. So, what else do I need? Well, ideally what I could actually use are some tesseracts, but I don't think I have any made. We've got some redstone energy conduit there, some empty conduit there, which I can make into redstone. I'm going to need more redstone energy conduit, aren't I? Right, I'm going to quickly make up some redstone energy conduit and a pair of tesseracts to move the power about. Right, conduits. Redstone energy conduit empty. That's the one that uses the electrum. So can I make some of those? I can. You turn that into the full energy conduit by adding 200 millibuckets of that. I have 27. So that means I'm going to need 2 27s, which is 54 of that. Now hopefully there aren't any in here. Wow, I've got a load of redstone energy cell frames full. That is Beryl. Pop those in there. Right, tesseract parts. Test the tesseract. Right, okay. Tesseract frame full needs tesseract frame empty. Tesseract frame empty may not be that easy to make. No, because I don't have the enderium. The enderium is the awkward one to make. It needs the enderium blend and the pyrotheum. Obviously I made a load of that earlier. I still have... no, that's ender pearl dust. I don't have any of either. So the enderium blend. Can I be making that up, please? I don't have anything, do I? Right. Okay, and we are set. We have made up a pair of tesseracts. I found I had 6 energy cell frames left over in here from what I was working on, so I've got 6 more of those to put in later. The rain has stopped, it's a beautiful day, and I've got another 27 of those in there. So this should work pretty well, hopefully. Let's start out by heading over to the power plant. I need to make up another cell, so I could really quickly make one of these redstone cells up, actually, because I'm going to need something which can control the power to this, because I don't want to obviously be pumping all of my power into it. Right, back over and into here. Thank you. I need a sign as well, but I'll remember what it is for now. This will be the power supply to the... come out, there we go. Where's the... right, the power cable runs around the back, doesn't it? Why am I digging underneath? I don't know. The power to the assembly table. Right, so I can pop my tesseract down here. Maybe. How? Do you have to have them singly? I've not turned my Tesseract frames into Tesseracts, have I? Well done me! This is what we call a very minor oversight. Okay, it's what we call a pretty major oversight. Right, back into the tower, the factory even, where we need to turn our Tesseract frames into Tesseracts. We do that by, I've forgotten the recipe, we need just silver and whatever that is, bronze, and we can make up a pair of Tesseracts. That's right. That might work a whole lot better. Over to here and pop down the Tesseract into the hole. So we need a new, I've no idea what these are, 12, 17, 22. I clearly had a plan there. Number 27 will be the Tesseract to the assembly table. Set that to a go. It does not want to be receiving anything, but it will send energy. On the top will go this redstone energy cell, outputting to the bottom, accepting input from the back, but I will turn that power right down just for now so as not to drain all the energy, which I don't particularly have at the minute. Conduits will come in the back, and that can start charging that up, which it is. That is good. Put our basalt brick back that we dug out. Perfection. And these are probably going to start... Oh no, it's draining again now, isn't it? Never mind. Is it night time again already? Wow, the days go so quickly. Right, let's see where we can put this assembly table. Now, I obviously want it in here, and I think when I built this place... Yes, I did. I left a gap in the roof to run cables through. That's good. Right, it is going to be 3 by 3, which I think means it could actually fit quite neatly in there. Yep, we will do that. It's just going to sit in the corner, which will give me room to put something else, I don't know what, over there. There is our assembly table. It just sits there. And it is attached at the top by these lasers. Yes, I have this. Wow, it's big enough to walk in. I didn't know I made it that big. Right, I can now pop a Tesseract in down here. This is going to be the one that receives power to the assembly table, and only power to the assembly table. I now run conduits along here. Not down there. Let's try that again. Run them along like that. Am I too low down? Oh my word, this is going to go so badly, isn't it? There we go. Do I have something to stand on? I have a single basalt brick, which is probably enough. There we go, a nice grid of power. Onto that grid I'm going to pop these lasers. Again, not there. There we go. Something more like that. We now have a grid of lasers in the roof. Is that right? Do I want them really to be one lower? Because they actually look a bit high to me. I don't like that. Let's chop them out and reset them all one lower. They do take quite a while to chop out these, but I do think they're pretty cool. They look quite good in the Sphax texture pack as well. I like the design, though it's a bit confusing having that laser sort of tracing on the surface even though there's nothing there. The lasers aren't actually in yet. Right, so we will have this all one lower, just like that. Pop, pop. And these in there like that. I think that looks a lot better. Well, how did I put that up there? I hope that's going to pop down so I can pick it up. There. There we go, I like the look of that better. Let's take that out. Now this should work now. You can see that it's not using any power. You put things in on the left, it powers up, it outputs them to a chest on the right. So let's get a chest over here. Now I could hook this straight up to my ME system. Hello Mr. Spider, I don't know where you are, but you are very noisy. So they can output to that. Now I want to make processors. Processors are made from silicon, which I hope we have. We have 4. Silicon is made from the dust cooked up, so we can make up a load of those. Pop them into the redstone furnace where there are currently some bricks. You are a very, very annoying spider. But I'm not going up to knock another mob off the roof. Some gold and some redstone. There we go. Now if I pop these in, I can pop in some gold, some redstone and some silicon. You can see what I can make. I can make a redstone chipset, a redstone golden chipset. These are parts of Buildcraft's silicon, ways to get things moving in pipes. Or I can make the ME basic processor, that's what I want to make. The lasers switch on. They are struggling for power because I haven't turned the power up to full yet. The ones on the right seem to do best. But you can see it slowly starts to make this thing. So it's not as fast as it could be, but it does save me having to do it. I can just leave that running for a very long time and return with a load of processors. That will help the buses. This is very much full, so let's turn it up. That is still filling up actually. So I think we can turn that up to 200 quite safely. This is probably draining these out quickly. It is, but it is apparently still filling. It is still filling, that's good. I'm keeping hitting the escape key. Let's go see what that has done to this. Okay, so that's not full power because they're only yellow, but that is a decent amount of power. If we look in here, it hasn't actually made one yet, but it is very slowly climbing up. I'm pumping 16 megajoules per tick into this. So yes, you can see how much power this drains. It's very inefficient on power, but we have infinite power. So what's the problem? I don't see any. So let's just quickly go and fill in that window, and hopefully by the time we come back that will have finished, because we certainly have some panes and we should have a bit of glass as well. Just the normal will do. Hello Mr. Zombie, it's just one after the other today, isn't it? You are up there. Well done. You are a zombie in a crown, don't you look good? You have fallen down so I can't get to you. You are a very, very clever zombie. Oh, get away from my door. Get, you're not at that door, you are at this door, aren't you? Fine, you are nowhere around, whatever. Let's go up to the roof. And finally, now that the rain has stopped, plug in that hole with a bit of glass. Looks very nice. It looks like the for any of you who've ever been to England, the Spinnaker at Portsmouth has something that looks like that. And I have completely lost my way down. It is that way into the sun and the cloud up there. Isn't that nice? I'm getting so lost in this place which I have built myself. So there we go, we have made one single basic processor. It is taking a very long time, but I can just leave that working forever and get loads of the things. So I'm pretty happy with that. I do quite like the whole setup with the Oh, dying zombie, you are so loud. With the assembly table, it's fun to use, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's it for this episode, guys. Next episode, we are moving on to something completely new. So, I'm looking forward to that, and I very much hope to see you next time. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you, and goodbye.